Hi, Sandra Wilson here, the Misophonia therapist. So this post is all about people who have misophonia who also have children. So how to cope when your children are constantly triggering you. So people who suffer with misophonia can often feel misunderstood, guilty, confused, confined, trapped, unloved, unlovable, angry, frightened, and hopeless. And that is just people in general. Now, add to that people who suffer with misophonia, who also happen to have young children. And I'm sure that you can supercharge that list of emotions 100-fold and still be nowhere near close to how it actually feels sometimes. So being a mum, or indeed a parent, especially a new parent, can drag up all your old emotional baggage, really ramp up the anxiety, and make you feel like literally the worst person on the planet when you feel constantly triggered by your child or your children. So what can you do? Coping with young children who make unbearable, constant noise isn't easy. But here are a few ways to make your life with young children and misophonia just a little bit more bearable. So remember that you are only human, and it is actually okay to feel annoyed, angry, or even raging. And these feelings will come up regardless of whether you feel guilty about having them. So you may as well give yourself permission to feel them. It's what you do next that it is important. So use a simple breathing exercise, such as the 3-3-3, which I'll talk you through in a minute. You can just do it there and then. It will help you to create some space between your reactive fight or flight brain and your more rational, higher level of thinking. And this will give you greater choice in how you respond. And that choice can be a real game changer. So the 3-3-3 is very simple. You take 3 deep breaths in, you hold for a count of 3, then you exhale slowly for a count of 3. And repeat it 3 times. And hopefully that will give you this space that I've just talked about. And next, when you notice even feeling a tiny bit calmer, if the sound or the noise is still present, you might notice the best way to respond. Could you maybe distract your child, maybe in a way that will make them laugh? Or even leave the room for a minute to decompress if it's safe to do so. Or go for a walk. Anything at all that will help you both to feel connected to something external. And next is to know your trigger points. Kids often cry or make noise when they are bored, hungry, tired, excited, or just trying to get your attention. And if you know that there are times during the day when they are more likely to do this, be prepared for them and try to minimize them if you can, which I know is easier said than done. But sometimes just being prepared can really help you to build up that resilience. And finally, make sure that you get some time in your day or evening to relax properly. It might mean asking for some help, of course, or putting a boundary in place. So even 20 minutes of doing your own thing, something that helps you to feel better, can release the pressure that comes with being a parent with misophonia. And remember, you do not need to feel any guilt about this. Your own needs being met will ensure that you are strong enough to meet the needs of everybody around you. And I hope that's been helpful. Please follow me or subscribe, connect with me directly if you're really struggling, or if you think you might need any further information or help. Thank you very much for listening.